Silence will probably will burst anyone. And then, I mean, Skyrock is obviously like very good with his points. Something is wrong.
Core Ogre, Core Skywrath.
Core Skywrath, it looks
something's happening here. This is
we Skywrath for sure.
We Skywrath.
Man, I can't believe what we are seeing here in the first game, Wings versus DC. We have a Core Skywrath, we have...
Begin in 15 seconds when the runes will spawn. Digital Chaos, they're grouping up heavily to contest this top rune, but so are Wings.
And it looks like they're actually going to try and aggro over here.
Wait for it, here they come. They're coming down into the river. Who's going to get that first rune? It doesn't go, both go the way of Wings. Weeha taking a lot of damage early on, but the Illuminate, it hits on 4. Blink is so low. DC's almost got first blood. Resolution, time looking into the first blood, but it's Weeha on the Skywrath throwing the orb from range. That will bring down Blink.
And this early Observer Ward set up by DC too. They had vision of all those heroes, and Wings, they did not see that Illuminate coming. The Wisp came in, got chucked by that Illuminate. The Storms, 29 versus 11. They were neck and neck at one point.
This looks to be the reason why they're rotating up, so Faith Beyond as well as Innocence. Looking towards Weeha. Weeha has been very cocky in this mid lane, going over the river, and this is that kind of moment they were waiting for. Faith runs in, they'll get an easy crush. Innocence to help out with the Wisp Spirits. Blink the Storm Spirit! The Mystic Fire! Weeha! He burned the Retina out of Blink! And now it's a 1-1 trade-off, but that was a heavy rotation for Wings. The time committed for that, and it's still a 1-1, the mid for mid.
And the Ogre staying there in the middle lane, really taking its toll on the Storm Spirit. He's not even close to level 6 at this point, already moving into that area, though it will be under the eyes of the Observer.
iceice is pinging out. He feels like he's got an opening here. While Resolution was farming the camp, the Dire Observer Ward still sees quite nicely. Radiant Obs and Sentry is too far away. Now iceice moves over. Oh, what's the hook? Actually threads the DC needle, and they have to turn with a rod. iceice stunned up. He'll deny himself with a rod. Saksa, he's away. Back behind the T1 tower. Still a couple of stick charges up his sleeve. Resolution also with Time Walk and stick charges up. Back up as far as they can. But Resolution, the ball flaps into the tree line, and the glaive is not enough damage. But it is! The last word was had by Wings. Misery's coming up for some deep revenge. He needs to find him in the tree lines. Shadow starts his TP out. Innocence does not have the man to do so. Misery gonna loop around the tree line, try and lock him in, but then to tether away the creep wave, avoiding the Luminate as well. The early tier 1.
Dire's structures are
and the help comes in from Coddle.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
As we say that, Blink and Io.
Can they jump this? Move still the application. Face comes in. There's your first jump to try to start with. No vortex for the damage out. It may be done with the back, but then the typical chains up the Chakra. Damage! It's always going to kill Liz if he's not careful. But they find the kill before he pulls it in.
Saksa just ditched him right there. I think with an Illuminate, he could have been able to get a triple kill right there. But Moo, that's a right. Try to do what he could.
He almost managed to get himself instead of triple kill. He just needed more time. But it wasn't available. Resolution walking right next to Shadow in the tree lines. He doesn't know. He came so close he could probably smell him unless he goes around the corner of that tree. He still doesn't know. Shadow, cloak and dagger stuff, but he'll need help if they want to defend this. Innocence still doesn't have level 6, so there's no help coming there, and there it is. They just back out. Get TP of the Shadow back to base. Or no early stat items over on Faith Beyond.
And that Observer Ward will not catch wind of the Slardar nor the Io, so they are still blind. Although, you know, Silencer farming out alone with threat of relocate.
The thing actually came out. They think there's something going up here. DC's rotating support, but it might be too late. Misery taking heavy damage. The multicast not enough to save his life. And now Resolution has to time walk back to the tier 1 tower.
Wings did such a good job of evading vision of that Observer Ward, but without Chronosphere up, I'm not sure if DC can fight here. They're
forcing it up. Leaps in, time dilation, global silence comes out from Shadow, making this very difficult. Faith Beyond, blink forward, stuns over on Resolution with a timber chain over. They need more damage. Resolution's gonna go down. The Illuminate barely nicks the back of Faith, but with a timber chain forward, Moon's bringing the damage, but it's still not enough. Faith Beyond into the tree line, blink. He's got it. He's into the tree, starting a TP. The Hawk away, keeping it going all the way home. It's Fountain Hawking TA6 style. You're still brought back with the relocate. So Innocence will have to give up his life here.
He lost a whopping 4 gold from that, already perking his earn right before, and I don't know how Wings managed to make it out of that one, but that was a very fast global silence from Shadow right as Moo went in. As we can see, like, DC can't do anything during the
Well, that's one way to... No, he even missed a denial. It's one way to deny a catapult.
But look at where they're setting up. Global Silence coming off cooldown in just 10 seconds time. We in very, very deep.
Faith doesn't have vision of him. Now he will. Blink Crush. Soul Spirit jumps forward. Skyrad Faith. No real defensive abilities. Resolution. He time walked in like he was about to go for the Chronosphere and then pulled out.
I have to applaud Wings again for taking all these fights outside of DC's vision. They do have a ward in this mid lane.
Coming over. That Observer was Z's face. iceice still on the back line. Ready to be that saving grace. Blink Rush. Misery now hooked down. Does he have enough damage? Resolution. No mana for a Chrono. And the Global Silence. They can't respond now, DC. The literally mute button's been pressed. Wings. They will be forced out. There's moves on the front lines to go back up to the hillside of the Radiant jungle.
Their D wards on the bottom lane, and Wings still have 3 up there. Smoke again, right as Global Silence is about to come off cooldown.
They want to defend bottom. The recall already came in. Weehaw was brought in. Blink in the neighborhood. There's your first crush. Did that help with the blinding line? Yeah, there is. Double TPs, but Global Silence again causing problems. Misery will arrive at Faith. He's in way too deep. The double crush, but Seal, Mystic Flare will find the kill. iceice, he's trapped. The creep is locking in the tree line. He can't escape. The Illuminate will help get the kill. But it goes to Weehaw. As Wings force the issue a little too hard under the tier 1.
They expected a relocate coming right there.
Well, that's why they've already moved to the dire side of the river.
They need to set up wards over here.
Dire's top tower.
This T2 tower's gonna go down unless Wings come over there, but no one's in sight.
Well, they still have a relocate, but Io is probably the closest of any of these heroes. Like, he can drag Shadow up. But that's all. Chronosphere now on Faith. TPs begin. Global Silence once again making it difficult for DC to get the instant kill. But now the Timothy forward. Faith just explodes. They're gonna have more damage. Moo-Fak can get that ulti down. They can't. Now it's down. But it's all being chained up. Wings together, holding hands. But they make time together. Just to stay forward. Moo is low. Once he's the tower. Chains away. Wings, they buy back on Faith. They need a good crush out from him. Blink is off cooldown. He'll find Saksa over in the tree line, so he will take a fall too. I will grab that with a denial of tower. So a costly fight for Wings.
Best of the worlds, but Eels is likely much, much better to help him out against the Storm Spirit in an instant cast so he can get out of the punch hook.
Oh, the smoke. Wings have Knobs ward up. iceice will break it. Do they want to go on him? Roshan's not dead yet. They put the Tempest on the front lines. Digital Chaos trying to find that quick opening. Shadow's nearby. There is no Global Silence in trouble. Blink is down. He'll commit suicide with a Bloodstone. He'll be back in 10 seconds, but 10 seconds may be too long. Shadow will go down. Innocence attempted to relocate. Will fail. He didn't get him out in time.
They can hook out the Wisp, though. They can hook out the Wisp. That's the only play that I think they have to perhaps save him.
iceice is standing too far away. Now he's going to come down close enough to it. Innocence, the stun's there. iceice holds the hook. Instead, they may try and contest Roshan. Storm Spirit, very easy to jump in, but the Observer wards up for both Dire and Radiant on the cliff sides of Roshan. Here comes your first hook. They drag her up. They got the ground to the 3-man Resolution! He hits the money load right here! Chain forward! Wings, where's your extra damage? Resolution will keep chasing down after him. The Eels that are up keeping Faith out of it. And Moo still wants iceice. They're going to go on Faith first. He'll drop down and they get them all. Wings, they had 5 feet. Time to fight through 10 of the grave.
What a godly Chronosphere from Resolution. Wings thought they had that advantage with the high ground Observer ward, but DC, they sneak an Observer ward from inside the pit. Wings think they're safe over there. They think they're under the cover of fog, but I also really like the positioning of the melee heroes in DC. Resolution was standing to the north side of the Wisp in case Fudge spread the hook. He could just turn around with the Chronosphere, and Blue was positioning over there too.
Global Silence up there looking for kills too. Something which we haven't seen from iceice. This Pudge has been more like a get out jail free card. If you can stay in the right position.
They've been 5-manning a lot. They haven't really been in a vulnerable position for Wings to gank them with the reload.
iceice, he found Moo. Relocate's on the way. They got extra help, and Moo's gonna pop. Could not deny himself. He's actually in the neighborhood. Might try and find a revenge kill. It was a relocate in, so he knows there's only going to be one hero left. And it looks like iceice, the man without a single point up in Flesh Heap, will tie to the magical damage of Weed. Inside the Dire jungle, while on bottom lane, Global Silence helps kill a Void, so tit for tat between DC and Wings.
DC have to be careful. You scan, they know exactly where they are.
So smart from Wings. They see it coming, but how do they react?
They need an observer ward.
They actually can't TP out Blink. Blink is walking so far over that he can just jump, and yep, there she goes into the tree line. Number one with the steal is up. You'll accept it with the spell. A global silence for resolution. Drops the chronosphere. They wait for him to hit the ground and then burn him in the light.
They knew that smoke was coming, but he didn't jump that far. I'm surprised he actually went to the right side instead of left where the rest of his team was.
It was just the TP being on cooldown. Maybe he felt like he had to jump all the way of the tier 3 tower, but he had to close the distance to do that.
Perhaps, but if you just go to the left side, you have the observer ward there. You can hide, pop the smoke.
Innocence. Oh, Weeha! Blink in, you'll step to the cross! Pins on 4! They pull down resolution! Almost back to tier 4 tower! He'll time walk down up the ball up Misery trying to save him! The agency model will trigger, so Weeha back up again! And they're gonna burn down the Slaughter! The assault into the base. iceice can't keep the fight going for Wings. Unable to latch that hook, but it's still Shadow finding a double kill.
They still need more items up.
They're pinging out for top. I think iceice wants to go for a hook. They have a relocate available from Innocence.
Trying to make use of the last couple of minutes of this observer ward, but DC are grouped up far too much. And things are going to get a lot easier once next daytime hits.
Oh, the observer ward, they see Blink. He's walking straight into Misery. The Suns, the Mystic Flares. You'll step her up. Is there a relocation name? Yeah. No! Innocence! It's like he grabbed onto him, but not strong enough to pull him through the void. And now he's coming back in 3, 2, 1. And goodbye, Innocence. He'll spend his money before death, both mech recipe as well as buckler recipe.
The Sorcerer has died 7 times this game. We is just crushing him at every turn.
May actually be on 1 Bloodstone charge soon. He's down to 3 Bloodstone charges on this Storm Spirit. Oof. And now he's building an item which you normally get when you have momentum. He's going back into the Orchid after Bloodstone and Yules. While by the jungle, iceice and Mystic Flare doing some work. He'll survive. The Glimmer Cape keeps him invis. And Faith looking for the cross, but he missed it. Now resolution. They already found one. We have import inside the chronosphere. Trying to kill the Slaughter. Shadow will move over. Can they find the kill? Yules up from Slaughter. He'll go again up and towards the air. Shadow still wants his kill over on Weeha. Faith will drop in the meantime with a Rod of Atos. The curse. It should be enough with the Yule Scepter. The spell. Shadow's running out of mana. The blink out. Weeha keeps the time going. Restless for the time of Spirit. A double kill for Moo. And Wings tied it to the end of the earth in a stiff breeze.
Another phenomenal play coming out from Wee. Such an unlucky miss uphill as Silencer was going for the finishing blow.
Time and time again, they get that early balance their way. When that Ogre rotates into mid, plus having an early game of help, like the Skywrath Mage Orbs.
Yeah, it might be time to bring back the 2-1-2 mid lanes.
Maybe top lane, quick jump, you'll step her up, that's the Slaughter. Still got 6, oh, okay, those cards are certainly dancing. He didn't even have a chance to trigger it off as Moo finds the kill.
No chance.
Yeah, no chance, definitely chance though. It's not a boo you're hearing if you're listening back at home. That is all for the Moo, as now the Hawk. iceice, unable to hit that reactive armor.
Misery still needs to be recalled if they want to make this a 5-man push.
Where's your fight?
Oh, he has Scepter. This is going to be insanely difficult for Wings to hold.
Especially during the daytime. Extra heal, Blink and a jump himself in. The time lock holds him in. The global silence. They'll actually pull Blink away with the Hawk, but now DC, no global silence to fight up against. They know they got the advantage, they got Chronos, they got everything their heart desires. All they want is the racks. DC, everyone was pinging Wings to try and win this grand final. The favorites to do it for DC. They will be the first to claim the full set of racks on top. Fortification from Wings is slowing this fight down. iceice still looking for a good angle. Blink jumps in. They don't have the opening just yet to smoke the Hawk. It actually drags the Slaughter out of his trust. They still know they got all the multi-cast. Blink falls up down outside the corner. Someone the corner's having answers. He can't pull it out in time. They'll have to hold in. They have to back up the T4 tower. DC, they're rampaging on. Remember, objective-based gaming with GG. Wins the corner. DC takes game #1 on the TI6 Grand Final against Wings. The boys that went all the way through the winner's bracket.
Jeez. We is insane on that Skywrath Mage. And again, the early game Ogre from Misery. You can still feel the effects of his first 5 minutes.